This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Welcome all to the Pep Talk UK Sports Podcast. I'm Mike, and with me tonight to discuss the big sports news of the week is an eclectic panel that some might call experts. The panel will be looking at the final that was France versus Portugal in the football, and we'll be touching on the big fight talk in the boxing. So without further ado, let me introduce our panel. First of all, we'll start with a mainstay on this podcast, as regular listeners will know, Frankie B in London. How you doing?
How's it going, Geese? How's it going, bruv?
Good, Frankie. All good. You ready to go?
I'm always ready, man. Always ready. I got my cup of gin in my hand, so I'm ready.
Okay, good. Nice and warmed up. All right, so moving on to the guy who's adding a bit of international flavour to this show, all the way from Paris, France, Pascal. Pascal, how you doing?
Michael, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
Frankie B, bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
How are you over in Paris, Pascal, this evening?
Well, Michael, there's no other words to say, but I'm pissed off, very angry, and I just don't want to talk about anybody from Portugal. I don't want to see anybody from Portugal. I want to burn the flag, but let's move on now.
Is it getting better with time?
It's a very difficult situation to be in. Have you ever had your heart broken before, Michael? Have you ever had your heart broken before?
We don't talk about that. I see. Okay. We'll move on. Time to move on. We have two first-time guests with us this evening. We go to a guy who goes by the name of Trooper, who I understand is an Arsenal fan from Northwest London. Trooper, good evening.
Yo, what's going on, fam?
I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, fam. Just waiting on this Wenger guy to buy a striker, man.
We'll get on to that. Not happy with Wenger?
Nah, man, Wenger out.
All right, we'll get to him. I assure you. We got last but definitely not least is MJ, also in North London, who's a Liverpool fan. Good evening, MJ.
Yeah, evening. MJ in the house. I basically support the one true club, Liverpool, but I suppose we've got plenty of time to talk about the most prestigious club in England. But
Ever.
we've got plenty of time. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think Trooper would actually agree as well.
Okay, we'll come to that, fellas. Let's get moving.
MJ, can I get a hee hee?
MJ in the house.
Yeah. Sure, MJ, you be ready. Let's get rolling with this. We'll turn to what we can't. It would be wrong if we didn't include this. Euro 2016, host France. Sorry, Pascal, losing 1-0 to Portugal in extra time.
No.
It's only right to go. No, let's keep him waiting. Frankie, did you watch the game? What did you think of the Eder goal?
Mate, didn't I call it last week?
You called it.
I
You did
called
call it.
it.
The only one of the panel.
I said that I like Nando, so I'm going to back Portugal. I was exactly right. I just had a feeling. That Portugal were going to pull it off. And even without Ronaldo, they showed some true character to pick up the European Championships.
Mm-hmm. You certainly called it, Frankie. Not surprised?
Not at all. Like I said, I called it based upon my gut feeling, and Portugal, they showed a lot of resilience. Their star player went off, but yet it's like they had something to prove to Ronaldo, because Ronaldo thinks like he's the whole of the team. Mm-hmm. So they're like, look, we're gonna show you, and they did. Mate.
Trooper, did you watch the final?
Yeah, man. I think it was the most boring final.
What did you think? Were you shocked to see Portugal winning the trophy without Ronaldo on the pitch?
Yeah, I was, to be honest. But as the game was going on, you could feel and you could see that Portugal were coming into the game, and it seemed when Ronaldo went off that France didn't really know what to do, innit? Because obviously with Ronaldo on the pitch, everything's built around Ronaldo, so all they were concentrating on was Ronaldo. That's the threat. And then when the threat went, they were just lost. They were like, what do we do now?
Yeah.
That's an interesting point.
And Font, you got to shout out Font. You got to shout out Font and Pepe because they commanded that defense.
They did, didn't they? MJ, would you agree?
To be honest, I think we've actually got this the wrong way around. We should be talking about Didier Deschamps being an absolute disgrace. How you don't pick Lacazette, how you don't pick Benzema. I know there were kind of issues. I mean, I wasn't surprised at the end because
Benzema couldn't go, and Benzema. Sorry to interrupt you, but Benzema has himself to blame.
He's a bit of a gangster, isn't he? He's
You
a
have
bit of a wild
himself to
boy.
blame. You got all the money in the world, and you're allegedly blackmailing your international teammate with a sex
But
tape.
Mikael,
Pascal, let's come to you. Pascal.
let me interject. This is a very typical pissed off situation which regards the fucking media getting involved in football when at the end of the day it should be about the ability of the players. You know, Benzema is a better. I mean, we need to address the elephant or rather the giraffe, which is
The
Olivier
donkey.
Giroud.
All right, so let me
Giroud
ask
is
you
a
this.
giraffe.
Pascal,
Giroud is a giraffe.
let's say we want Benzema. Let's say that Frankie B did the unthinkable, and Frankie B tried to blackmail you with a sex tape. Would you be on this podcast now with him?
Mikael, let's be honest. This is for the benefit of the nation, right?
So you do it for the panel. You do it for the podcast.
For the benefit of the country, Karim Benzema should have been playing for France. It is very simple. Why was he not playing for France? I do not understand.
Or even Lacazette.
Lacazette.
There's no
But
excuses,
Pascal,
man.
who would you have played? What should Deschamps have done?
Deschamps, because I don't even want to utter the man's name. The man that doesn't even have proper teeth. I think the man chews glass. He's the most cautious coach in the whole of European football. I mean, if you look at Didier Deschamps, he has a very fantastic team and he doesn't know how to select the players properly. I would have brought in Karim Benzema, Giroud would have been somewhere in sunny France, in Saint-Tropez, getting the tan. Giroud would not be near that team. Gignac, for the love of God, Gignac plays his football in Mexico. I mean, Mexico, what the fuck do they do in Mexico? They wear sombreros when they play football, Mikael. I don't understand why Gignac is playing in a French team. We have plenty of good players. Hatem Bernard, we have Martial could have been playing in that position. Lacazette could have been playing in that position. And of course, Karim Benzema. I mean, even I would have brought Thierry Henry and said, s'il te plaît, Thierry, come back to France just to play because this giraffe, Giroud, is not scoring any goals. Against Switzerland, a team full of bankers, Giroud couldn't even score a goal. I mean, come on, please. You know, I'm very disappointed. This is a horrible feeling to lose at home and get in Portugal. It's like having your best friend shagging your wife in front of you. It's ridiculous.
So where do the French, Pascal? Yeah, where do the French go from here?
Well, Mikael, listen. The only good thing that's come out of this tournament is that for a long time, the French team, the French public didn't support the French team very well. So this French team has galvanized the nation. Donc I think that, of course, with the forthcoming of the World Cup in Russia, maybe we'll have a bit more support. But at the same time, the concern, it's just as bad as it is for English football, for instance. The French coach is not a very good coach. We need a coach that's more ambitious, a coach that is ready to take risks. I mean, come on, you have the best opportunity to win a trophy since Zinedine Zidane's headbutt, and you weren't able to bring the trophy back to the country in your own background. It is just completely unacceptable, Mikael. You know, so you must understand my frustration. So now we have to go to Russia. We have to go to Russia where they kill you when you play football, and to try and win a World Cup over there is going to be very difficult.
It certainly will be. Pascal, do you feel better for getting that off your chest?
I still feel very, very pissed off. You know, I mean, Portugal, except for Ronaldo, I don't know very many players. I mean, you know, our panelist Troopz believes that Pepe played very good football in Fonte, but I follow Pepe in Real Madrid. He has, for my opinion, Pepe should have won an Oscar for Best Actors many, many times. He's always falling on the floor and pretending to be hurt.
DiCaprio Pepe. Yeah.
For him to lift a trophy like this, it just breaks my heart. It just breaks my heart. Portugal did not win a game except for last week Sunday. Let's be honest. They have not won a game this tournament. They score one goal against France and they win the fucking cup. This doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
This is football. The value of a goal in a game is huge. Anything can happen in one game. And with the French hitting the post, the bar, coming close, not taking their chances, you're never out of the game if your opposition don't take their chances.
Well, as you know, some would say it's the c'est la vie, as we say in France. So I have to take it on the chin, as you say in England. But you know, it still doesn't hurt. It still doesn't take the fact that I'm very hurt. I feel very, very passionate about my country, as you know, Michael. I'm a very proud Frenchman, and I just wanted to bring some happiness pour la French people, pour la France. You know.
Sure. Well, let's come back to London. Let's see what the new panelists have to say about that. Trooper, what do you think went wrong for the French?
I think playing that donkey up front went wrong for them for a start. The man never scored. The man never fucking scored a fucking goal for 15 fucking games, mate. And you get fucking picked for the fucking French squad, mate. Are you fucking having a laugh?
Not happy.
He can fucking stay in France.
Not happy with it. MJ.
Like he's fucking useless, mate. And the thing, this is my problem, yeah? This 1 minute, this is my problem, yeah? You could have easily picked Benzema and not picked Valbuena because you have Payet as your playmaker. And Payet is 10 of Valbuena. So you pick Benzema and you tell Valbuena to go chill in Cannes or something. Simple.
But you can't pick Benzema if the Football Association won't let you.
Nah, you override that as the manager. If you want to win, you can't do the best players. The man just won the fucking Champions League, for fuck's sake. How the fuck is Benzema the main firing guy?
Benzema should not be getting involved in this kind of stuff. And if he's guilty, he's got no one but himself to blame. If he's guilty.
But Michael, let me ask you a question.
If the FA say to you, Pascal, if the FA say to you, you can't pick Benzema, there's no way you can pick Benzema because if you pick Benzema, you lose your job.
Yeah, but he could have picked Lacazette though. He could have picked Lacazette though.
People told me he was. People said Lacazette was injured. He wasn't even fucking injured. It's a fucking lie.
No, I wasn't injured.
Deschamps has a problem with certain players. He has a problem with players with like big egos. If Varane was fit, he probably wouldn't have fucking picked Varane.
Is that what you think the problem was?
It's him, like he doesn't you see Deschamps, he's like a mini Wenger. He's like mini Wenger. He only wants his little pretty boys and his yes man around him. If you have an opinion, he don't want you around him.
I hear that.
I'm surprised Pogba was in the team. The only reason he probably put Pogba is because he had no choice.
Yeah.
If he had a choice to drop Pogba, he said, the fucker said before the tournament, oh, I will never pick Payet in the tournament. You will say, I will drop dead before I pick Payet. The French public call for Payet, what happens? Payet's in the team.
That's true. That's very true.
What a difference he made. MJ.
And see, he was one of the main guys.
Let's see what MJ has to say.
2 goals against
MJ, what do you reckon?
2 goals against fucking Romania.
I already said it exactly. Didier Deschamps, absolute disgrace. I don't think you're going to find a single panelist here actually backing Deschamps. He had a great opportunity on home soil. I mean, let's remember, the French hosted the Euros where Michel Platini scored 10 goals. They won it on home soil. Then they hosted the World Cup on home soil. Zinedine Zidane was amazing. They won it. And they actually had another opportunity to host a major tournament and win. And unfortunately, Didier Deschamps' ego, because he's captained 2 amazing French teams to win both the Euros and the World Cup, he actually let people like Pogba and Griezmann down. It was unacceptable.
Yeah,
unacceptable.
I feel sorry for Griezmann.
Yeah, it was
you could just see him looking at Giroud like, who the fuck is this guy in front of me?
It was more that France won the tournament than Portugal won it because Eder, come on, who's Eder? He plays for Swansea.
And Lloris was susceptible for that fucking goal.
Like check.
Fucking near post. How the fuck you getting beat at your near post? I don't care about deflection. That weren't no major deflection. It flicked off his fucking stud.
That's true.
Look, to me, like, he wasn't expected.
I'm not even picking on him. I'm not even picking on him because it's fucking true. Because I think personally, is top 3 goalkeepers in the world. But it was his fault for that goal.
To be honest, I think Eder shocked himself. We've never seen Eder do something like that. I mean, he's looked atrocious for Swansea.
Do you know
He did the Giroud, 15 games, no goal.
Gentlemen, what was
I'm
wrong
telling
with
you.
it? What was wrong with Eder's shot? Why was
I mean,
Eder's
you know
shot?
what?
It was a
It
perfectly
wasn't a bad shot. It came out of the blue.
It might have been, you know.
Might have been the Moths.
And the way
The
Koscielny
Moths,
got
you know?
manhandled. Fucking hell, Kosh,
Yeah,
man.
you see, it's an Arsenal player, innit? Arsenal
Yeah,
players just don't.
you're just so
They just don't
weak,
have body
bruv.
strength.
Fucking hell.
In fact, let's talk about someone other than Arsenal players. Ronaldo, is he now the world's best player?
He always was, in my opinion.
MJ, is he the world's best player?
Absolutely. I think you're talking to Cristiano Ronaldo. In this world, there are two sets of football fans. Those who actually support Ronaldo and those who support Messi. I think what Messi showed in the way he actually flopped big time in the Copa America and what Cristiano has actually done, he's actually won a major tournament. Actually, the first tournament in the history of Portugal. That's a big deal. Messi plays with big-time players, a better squad than Ronaldo's squad. And Messi cannot actually pull it up in a very weak Copa America, which, let's face it, Neymar didn't go to. So Cristiano is number one, and he's going to win the Ballon d'Or next year, which is a great thing. So absolutely.
That is a call. Pascal, is he the world's best?
But bien sûr, Michael, in my opinion, to become a legend in the sport of football, you have to show that you can play at domestic level, but also at international level. And, Cristiano Ronaldo has shown to the rest of the world that he's one of the best players in the world, in the modern game. I really enjoy watching Lionel Messi. I think Messi is a very good player, but as MJ has said himself, unfortunately for Messi, he's not been able to produce the level of quality with Argentina. Donc, in my humble opinion, Ronaldo is now the king of the modern game.
Thank you for that assessment, Pascal. Frankie B, you're making a clean sweep. Is Ronaldo the world's best player?
It's CR7 all day. The reason why I say that is because Ronaldo has proved himself in many different leagues, okay? Whereas Messi has always had it set up for him. I mean, you play with Iniesta and Xavi, you play with Suarez, Messi's always got it set for him. Ronaldo played for Man United, won the Champions League, played for Real Madrid, won the Champions League, plays for Portugal, a weak side, pub side, wins the European Championship. So, for me, without question, Ronaldo is the top boy at the moment, and if Messi wants to match that, he's going to need to move to another team, all right, and show some real greatness. That's what I'm saying.
Interesting. Looking at Euro 2016, with hindsight, having seen it all, what are your main highlights from this tournament, and who are the players who really stood out? We've heard about Griezmann. MJ, who really stood out at this tournament?
To me, there was a lot of hype about Paul Pogba actually coming in. We're expecting Pogba to win games on his own. 100 million man, linked with big money moves. But absolutely, Griezmann. It's the first time a player has actually scored more than 5 goals in the Euros since Michel Platini actually did that. When you've got someone like Griezmann who finishes top goal scorer in a team which could have been better, I've got to say, Griezmann is the player of the tournament for me.
For you. Trooper, what was your tournament highlight?
My tournament highlight was probably actually seeing Aaron Ramsey put in a few good performances back to back. To be honest, I thought it's a new fucking signing, mate. Fucking hell, maybe getting Xhaka to put pressure on him.
Trooper, do you think Ramsey might have helped put Wales to the final if he played in that semi-final?
I really think he would have. I personally think my bet, from the way I see Wales mash up Belgium, I said, this lot is the threat, And when Rambo got his yellow, I thought, fucking hell, this is going to cost them. And it did cost them, because I believe if Wales got to that final, Bale would have torn that defence to pieces. Especially Ramsey, because Ramsey knows how Koscielny plays. So he would just sit and say, I know what he's going to do. So you just stand there, Bale, and I'll just feed you all day, blood. These lot are not catching you. Roadrunner.
Actually, we didn't get to see it.
But for me,
I think I'd
if you
agree
say
with
my
you,
player, like Griezmann was player of the tournament, but I'm a big Draxler fan. Big Draxler fan. And I think that this tournament he really showed how good he is. And 50 mil, they put a 50 mil price tag on him. I think that's fucking cheap, mate.
Mm-hmm. We'll come on to Premier League transfer talk, fellas. Yes, MJ.
Yeah, remind me of the tournament, not be Iceland and the Thunderclap, and kind of the way they shook England. Surely that would be the moment of the tournament. Little Iceland, I mean, a population of the size of Leicester, take on the might of the Three Lions, and disappointed me, you know, so like, sadly, Iceland find a way through. I mean, for me, it's quite a sad moment, but that's what I'm always going to remember from these Euros.
Thanks, MJ. Pascal, do you think that the only disappointment bigger than England getting humbled by Iceland is France losing the final on home soil?
Well, you know, Mikael, you know I like to tease the English fans because, you know, it is an actual fact historically that you've not been in any finals since 1966. So I find that very, very funny. But, you know, we've been into many finals. It was for the French public and for the French team supporters, it was very disappointing to not have seen our team lift the cup. But it also shows that the quality of the French football is coming back. We have some very good individual talents. Unfortunately, the management needs to be reconsidered so that we can have better management, you know, a bit more dynamic management, and some of our players needs to be a bit more commanding. But, you know, Mikael, in looking at it in hindsight, the French team can somehow take some good positive from the Euros, except for the defeat, of course. But as long as they keep the momentum, I expect France to be one of the top 5 countries to be performing at the highest level at the next World Cup.
Your player of the tournament, Pascal?
My player of the tournament, it will have to be Monsieur Griezmann. Monsieur Griezmann, I would love to see Griezmann playing in the Premier League. I think he's a very, very fantastic and exciting player. He's small. He reminds me a bit of Pokemon, you know, the monster. He has very good tricks on him. And it would be a great acquisition. Perhaps Monsieur Wenger could be looking at Griezmann and bring him to the Arsenal Stadium. It would be good to see. He had some very interesting moments with Giroud. But if Arsenal are considering to win the Champions League, Griezmann has shown with Atletico Madrid that he can be performing at the highest level of Spanish football and hopefully can bring some glory to London.
Yeah, maybe. Frankie B, what's your major takeaway from this Euro tournament?
My major take, I think it's been pretty entertaining. Lots of exciting, thrilling moments. France had a lot of late goals. England got, well, embarrassed, quite frankly. Portugal were a massive surprise. Hungary were better than I thought they were. Northern Ireland showed spirit. And overall, I think, even though it ended up in a boring final, I think it was quite a success, don't you?
I thought there were highlights. I thought towards the beginning there were a lot of draws and not a lot of goals in this tournament.
Yeah, it always starts like that. I mean, just like a boxing match, you know, people kind of just like try and figure each other out, and then they go in for the kill when they start to see some openings. I thought it was actually quite entertaining.
I think the best way I could start the tournament, it was a tournament in which washed-up coaches were actually found out. When you actually think of Mark Wilmot of Belgium, he was horrendous. Roy Hodgson, horrendous. We had Didier Deschamps, he messed up as well. We had Del Bosque. You know, it was the end of an era for a lot of teams. Some coaches were absolutely abysmal and they got found out in this tournament. When you've got a part-time dentist being the mastermind to actually bring England down and our one true Roy Hodgson, I think that just says it all, really.
Do you think that a lot of teams cancelled each other out? like my thinking is that maybe because all of these European teams play a very similar style, that a lot of them and a lot of the players know each other, they cancel each other out. Whereas with World Cup tournaments, you've got the excitement comes from the different style of the play coming up against each other.
Yeah, of course.
I just saw a lot of teams cancelling each other out this tournament.
Yeah. I think to add to that, a lot of the European teams, they set up in a similar fashion.
Yeah.
Flat back four, two holding midfielders. They've got a playmaker behind the front man and two wide men. So a lot of the formations are the same, which obviously basically makes games a lot tighter. But in comparison to the World Cup, where you've got a bit of the continental South American flavour with different formations, players that are willing to take risk, dribble with the ball. Europeans like to pass the ball, to a great extent, and the South Americans, they promote a little bit more flair. So maybe that's the reasons why.
Maybe. Frankie, thank you for that, guys. Frankie, you mentioned boxing. Let's turn briefly to that. Weekend that just was saw Kovalev fight Chilemba and beat him by unanimous decision. Pascal, I believe you watched that.
Yes, Michael. So very interesting matchup between Kovalev and Chilemba. Chilemba said travel to Russia, or Russia as we say, to fight the undefeated Crusher, and it was a very entertaining fight. Notably, it was the second time that Kovalev went to 12 rounds with an opponent, so to show the rigor of Chilemba was to be applauded. But unfortunately, Kovalev was too strong, too powerful, and we expect now Kovalev to start training for the Andre Ward showdown expected in November this year. And I can't wait for this fight. It will be a very exciting fight between two heavyweight fighters, in terms of their undefeated records. They are also very good crowd pleasers. Andre Ward is a bit more of a cautious fighter, but notably one of the best pound-for-pound boxers, in my opinion, at the moment, after Floyd Mayweather. So we are looking forward to this showdown in Las Vegas.
Wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely, the Andre Ward-Kovalev fight, that's going on the 19th of November. Andre Ward, I'm a massive fan of. As far as I'm concerned, he's the best. So, I know he also acted in Creed. He started to branch out. He's had a few injuries. But for me, Andre Ward is the one true champion when it comes to boxing. I know a lot of people talk about Triple G, who's good. As far as I'm concerned, in the light heavyweight division, Andre Ward all the way. He knocks everyone out. I think Kell Brook literally got a lesson. When Kell Brook thought he was at world level, he fought against Andre Ward, and Ward put him in his place. And I would expect the exact same thing to happen to Kovalev. Even though Kovalev has got an amazing record, he's doing quite well. Yeah. But Andre Ward.
MJ, the only thing I would say, even though Andre Ward, SOG, is the master, if Kovalev catches him just once or twice, he's gone, mate. Because Kovalev, when he hits you like a freight train, mate. No, you're going down.
No, Kovalev's got serious boxing power. But when you say when he hits you, I mean, how do you hit Andre Ward? How do you hit Floyd Mayweather? How do you hit these people?
How do you hit them?
You just can't hit them. No?
But you got to remember, Kovalev is the modern day Zangief, so he's got a chance.
I actually love that analogy.
The Crusher.
Fellas, what about the other matchup coming up in September? Triple G versus Kell Brook?
Wow. Guys, were you shocked by that announcement? Because I know
I was totally shocked. Very shocked. We're all expecting a Triple G and a Eubank fight. That's what everyone was expecting. It's what the world has been expecting. Kell Brook, literally every top champion or every top boxer has avoided Kell Brook because his name is not big enough. Just ask Amir Khan. Khan keeps on flip-flopping, saying no, he's not big enough. So I think I was totally shocked. It's a great fight. As far as I'm concerned, the most exciting fight we have actually seen since we had the Mayweather fight.
I disagree. I disagree completely, MJ. And I tell you why I disagree. I think Triple G is a triple pussy. Because in my opinion, he should have fought Andre Ward and Triple G should have had a fight at some point. And instead, Triple G's management are essentially fighting a blown up welterweight. And the advantage is going towards Triple G and not towards Kell Brook. Kell Brook is an excellent fighter.
You have to flip a coin on that. Kell Brook is so good, a lot of top people actually avoid him. Do you realise they've been trying to actually make a big fight for Kell Brook for a few years now? Nobody wants to touch the fight. That's the reason why I was surprised Triple G actually accepted. Nobody wants to fight Kell Brook.
But could it be because of Kell Brook's interview skills? Because just saying, I'm the champ, baby, that ain't going to sell tickets.
Let's talk about what Kell Brook does in the ring, okay? Let's talk about that. Kell Brook is absolutely phenomenal. He's undefeated. No one wants to fight this guy. This guy is actually, he's a dangerous fight.
At welterweight, of course. At welterweight, of course. He's a dangerous fighter at welterweight, but he's not a middleweight. When can you give me a reference point where Kell Brook has fought at that weight?
I can't. But what I can tell you is that Kell Brook is he's an awesome boxer. I don't think anyone here can actually deny that.
I don't deny that at all. But, I don't see David A wanting to fight Manny Pacquiao. Then they are both great fighters.
True.
For me, I want to see what Triple G's made of. I think that's more of the bigger question.
I'm not saying Khan. Brook's gonna fuck him up. Khan, yeah?
I think
so. Why Khan won't fight? You know why Khan won't fight Brook? Because Brook will fuck him up. You see Brook got stabbed up in his leg, blood. He nearly lost his life, his career. Man come back and win world championship. You can't knock him, blood. He's a real G. They should call him Triple G, blood.
I agree. He's a Triple G.
He's a Triple G, blood. For you to get stabbed up in front of your missus like that, blood, and have the balls to come back, fam. Nah, blood. I got nothing but respect for you, fam. You see Khan's a little pussy. Whenever he fights, he gets knocked out of his fucking glass jaw. Little prick.
I'm telling you, that's some paperweight jaw, mate.
Paperweight, blood. His jaw's weaker than Giroud's left foot.
I'm telling you.
Alright, well, fellas, going back to the football. Lots to look forward to in the boxing, but return to football, I know there's something you really want to talk about, and that's the Premier League. Premier League kicks off, returns to our screens on the 13th of August. We've not got long to go at all. Fellas, there's transfer talk. Trooper, let's come to you. What are you saying for Mr. Wenger this summer?
Me, yeah?
Yeah.
Where do I start? Well,
Put on your seatbelt, people. Put on your seatbelt.
Hey, listen, you better make sure that's
Double
seatbelt.
Popcorn time.
Double seatbelt. Basically, yeah, it's bullshit, blood. Because
what is?
1 minute we're gonna get Vardy, then we're not gonna get Vardy. Then we're looking at this Rodriguez guy from fucking the Swiss left back, then we're not getting him. Now they're fucking talking. Then they were talking about Lacazette, and then Leon fucking chairman come out and said there's been no contact. Now they're saying that fucking Higuain's gonna come for 80 mil. We all know this tight fucker's not gonna pay 80 mil. What's gonna happen is this. Fuck all's gonna happen at Arsenal. Yeah? United got Mkhitaryan. They got fucking Ibra. Chelsea's got fucking Batsui. Fucking Pepe even started doing his fucking madness yet. Neither's Klopp. But you already know that we're gonna be stuck with this fucking donkey up top.
And I mean, this actually brings tears of joy to my eyes because Liverpool play Arsenal on the first game.
I know, and I'm thinking
we ain't gonna be ready. We ain't gonna be
have
ready.
so many players on holiday because Aaron Ramsey apparently is gonna have a late.
Ramsey's gonna be late back.
It's gonna be out.
Mate, Ramsey being late.
Fuck Giroud. I want him to be out. I want him to be out.
I'm telling you.
We'll put Sanchez down the middle for that game. Fuck that.
So,
well, if Sanchez is not at Juventus,
innit? Fuck you. Let me know. Vidal will give him a little fucking word in the ear.
Trooper.
Yo.
Trooper. We have Arsenal fans on this panel. I believe we have three Arsenal fans and one Skells fan. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm a gooner.
That is
all
correct.
day.
So, Arsenal. What? There are 20 teams in this Premier League, but we're on Arsenal for now. What do you need this summer?
We need a centre back. We need a centre back. We need one more midfielder, a strong midfielder, and I have been praying for like 4 years for a striker. 4 years. This is going to be the 4th season I've seen Donkey Kong on my pitch. Can you imagine that? The amount of money I spend to go see Donkey Kong. Like, really? Come on, like.
Frankie B, what about you? You think that centre half, centre mid, and striker?
Mike H, I'm worried, mate.
About what?
Season ain't far away. We're differing. We're getting Biz knocked back. Mertesaker's training. Yeah.
Oh God.
We've got Giroud. Even though he's not that great, he's going to be on holiday. So where's the striker? Like, what's going on? Walcott. Wall crap, mate.
Who?
Wall crap.
Wally Walcott.
He is, mate.
But what about the Japanese striker?
Who? Asano.
Yes,
Oh,
the
man.
Japanese.
Fucking hell, blood. Takuna Asano. It's like
Trooper.
Hakuna Matata.
You know the funny thing, Trooper, yeah? We're linked to so many players, yeah? But when it comes to the Japanese player, we sign him straight away.
Yeah, wait,
What's
blood.
going
Quick
on?
thing.
Quick.
Why couldn't he just do that with like fucking Vardy or Lacazette or fucking Higuain or Ben
For Vardy to...
or Aubameyang?
Vardy-
Like, there's so
I'm
many
telling
out
you.
there, man. Fucking hell, bro.
Striker-wise, I've got a feeling he ain't going to pay. He doesn't like to pay. He doesn't like to pay top dollar for world-class players. In the middle, well, we've got small players. We don't really have so much... We don't have power as such.
Apart from Xhaka
And,
and Coquelin.
Yeah, but Xhaka's it's going to be his first season.
But
Coquelin, I think he wants a pay rise, man. The way he's playing now is like, you know, I can't be arsed. Why am I going to bust my arse running around the pitch for what, 40 grand a week?
Yeah,
He's
real
probably thinking
talk.
now.
Okay, well, see, centre mid, I agree with you, Trooper. I think you do need a centre half. I think that Mertesaker,
It's
as nice as a guy as he may be, his weakness is playing against small, mobile strikers. Even Jermaine Defoe can run him all over the park.
Yeah, and
If you're
Gabriel,
challenging, if you're challenging for the title, that's a big weak point to have.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Centre half, centre mid, someone you haven't replaced Patrick Vieira, and Arsenal have never been the same since. What about this Sissoko? Sissoko from Newcastle. He knows the Premier League.
You see me, yeah?
And I agree with you up front. You need a big boy up front because Giroud is a number 2 striker. He's not a number 1 striker.
Yeah, he's a plan B or even plan C.
he's a side man.
15 goals a year is what Giroud will get you. Keep him as a number 2. But who do you get?
Like me, I'd just say, you know what, fuck it, man. 70 million at Aubameyang. Quick.
Harry Kane. Oh, Aubameyang, yeah, sure.
I'll grab Aubameyang, like, and then I'll just go get fucking Koulibaly from Napoli. Quick, done.
He's going Chelsea, Kabali.
That's what I'm
Has
saying.
he now?
Even
Going
fucking
Chelsea.
The Pascal, you're in the French Arsenal supporters club.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. Mais oui. What do you think? What would you like to see this summer at Arsenal?
I would like to see Lacazette play in the Premier League, and Arsenal is a perfectly good club for him. You know, before Jermaine Defoe went to Tottenham, I was a very big fan of his. He reminded me of Ian Wright, you know.
Yes.
So, he was a prolific goal scorer, and I was praying every day for Wenger to approach him and to buy Jermaine Defoe for Arsenal. And unfortunately, it didn't happen. Lacazette reminds me of a French Jermaine Defoe, and he would suit very, very well the system at Arsenal. And I agree with my English friend, the Trooper. We require a world-class striker. If you look at the Arsenal way of playing football, Arsenal have always produced or had world-class strikers. From Ian Wright, from Bergkamp.
Yes.
You know something else Arsenal actually...
Even Anelka.
Arsenal...
Anelka, Ian Wright.
Arsenal also need another winger.
He was quality.
Arsenal also need another winger. Arsene Wenger plays Aaron Ramsey as a right winger in big Champions League games. Fair enough, you've got Alexis, you've got Mezzetta who wants to play 10. Do we not feel Alex Iwobi's coming on? But do we not feel Arsenal also need another big name winger to kind of recreate the other side?
I heard we're rumoured with Arda Turan, and I'd take Turan, you know.
He'll be good.
Turan.
I think he's a bad boy player. And he's got
Trooper.
muscle, and he's a man that will fight, blood. He will. You need that
It's
man
true,
in your
it's true.
team, fam. You need that man that will. You want to fight? Yeah, can we fight then, blood? What? Let's do this thing, fam.
You can't win the Champions League playing Aaron Ramsey right wing. That's not going to
No,
happen.
I mean, because if you put Rambo in the centre, like you see with Wales, that's where he is dangerous.
That year we won the FA Cup against Hull, and it was Rambo's season. He was playing off the striker.
Yeah,
He didn't in the hole. But the problem is, if you put him in the hole, where are you going to put Ozil?
Mate, this is the thing
That's
with
the
Wenger.
thing. He's got too many players. He's got too many of the same player in the fucking team.
Yes, he does.
There's too many. Like he needs to. It's like and then you got Wilshere if he gets fit. Like fucking hell. Like
You got
you
players.
got Santi. Even Santi's still there. Like there's so many players who can play in that role. But it's like who do you put in there? You have to put Ozil because he's the best.
Yep.
But then you're wasting Ramsey. So it's like, what do? Do you play Xhaka and Ramsey in the middle with Ozil in front, so you drop Coquelin, or you like? What's Wilshere gonna say? Because when he comes back fit, he actually has the number 10 shirt, so he will.
Yeah, but you know what? Just to interject, rumor has it that the reason why Vardy turned down Arsenal is because Wenger was potentially was going to play him from the left.
Yeah, and he wants to play down the middle, and apparently it was the style of play. But when he says a style of play, I think that's bollocks now because Xhaka can play the ball long. He can do the long ball. Santi can play a long ball. Ozil can play a long ball. Ramsey can play a long ball. So he's talking bollocks about it's the fucking play. I personally think it's the manager.
It might be, but
he's looking and he's like, you know what,
transition. This is a season of transition, yeah? There's 8 or more teams who think they can win the title because Leicester showed you last season that anyone could do it.
Yeah, you don't need money.
It's all about getting top 4, but it's all about getting top 4. And in a season where all the other clubs are changing their managers, or a lot of them are, why not have Wenger for another year? Because Arsenal, we know that Arsenal are not going to go out, change their manager and start competing with United and City and Chelsea for spending transfers. Yeah. So why not just keep Wenger for this year? Let him do his thing, get into that top 4, and
because this year,
go again.
Because this is the year that I can actually see us not getting in the top 4. Last year,
very good point. It might happen.
You see last year, yeah. What happened last year was like when Blackburn did it. When Blackburn won the league. These things happen once every 20 years, yeah? You see next season...
And it shakes it all up.
You understand? It shapes... Look at Chelsea. They clocked. Bruh, fuck this. Mourinho, you can't come... Nah, you're gone. Fucking United, Van Gaal, about philosophy. Fuck your philosophy. You're gone. Yeah? Fucking Rodgers the
like that, yeah.
Rodgers is gone. You know what I mean? Koeman's gone to Everton. That's a threat. Pochettino Pochettino just put that fucking Janssen guy from Holland. He's quality.
Yep.
Yeah? Plus they got fucking Kane.
Well.
Yeah? And they got all the fucking the rest of them little fuckers, yeah? Then you got fucking Klopp. You see the way Liverpool played the end of last season. The way they pressed the ball, the desire in the team, the passion. They want to play.
Sadio Mane.
You know what I mean? Sad. Even I rate money.
MJ.
I don't think he's
Liverpool.
I don't think he's a lot. But he's good because you can't put him with 35 million. That's how much Sanchez costs, and he's nowhere near fucking Sanchez.
You know what? I mean, in this day and age, you have to pay.
But the market is just ridiculous now.
Yeah, we've got to pay.
It is. MJ, what do you think? What do you think of Liverpool signings?
To be honest, I think Liverpool needed some athletes. We haven't had athletes in our team. We've got too many similar players. Kind of similar to Arsenal, but
MJ, you had Carragher though.
Exactly. So like that. But however, on a serious side, you can't play in a team. James Milner, Adam Lallana, all these slow players who've got no pace whatsoever. Yeah. I mean, Coutinho is a great player, but he has to dribble someone 3-4 times because you can't run past them. It's a joke. So now we've got Sadio Mane. We put the balls over the top. Sadio sticks it in. Happy days.
How do you feel about Ibe going to Bournemouth?
Well, for 15 million with the buyback clause. Listen, I'd have driven him to the airport. And I actually, don't get me wrong, he's a good player, he's got potential, but we've got a buyback clause, and we get 15 million in the bank. I mean, who's going to say no to that? Come on.
Yeah, but you know what? Guys, you know what made me laugh though when I heard
that.
You
don't want Walker?
No. Listen.
I'll drive him to fucking Liverpool.
Walker, so
he'll get lost on the road. He can't even see the fucking border mug.
But you know what I thought was funny though, guys? Like. I heard that Liverpool were looking to buy Sterling back, and do you know how much for?
How much? 20?
25 million.
You know what? There's no way. Literally, we would actually burn down Anfield if that shit happens. Raheem, fuck off. We saw how poor he was in the Euros.
Ruined me.
Yeah, we'll be surprised if we see that.
Fuck you.
Listen, lads,
that's like us getting Van Persie back.
And you know what, fellas? A week is a long time in football, so by the time of the next podcast, who knows how many other top transfers could have happened. Guys, That's our time. It's been great as always discussing the big sporting events. Thank you all for joining us on the Pep Talk UK Sports Podcast this evening. We'll be back next week for the next round of Pep Talk UK with another mixed group of panelists. Frankie B, Pascal, Junior, Trooper, thank you all.
No problem.
Thank you.
Merci.
And we'll catch you next week.
Thank you.
Yes.
This is crazy.